from the ferry from Trelleborg, Sweden to Rostock, Germany. Right behind me, I don't know if you can see it, yeah, sunrise. I'm so excited about getting to Rostock. I'm so happy I did this spontaneous adventure. I think I'm gonna do it a lot again. 35 euros round trip. But is this where you go? Cafes at 5. This is 5. This doesn't look like a place you're supposed to press a button, you know? These are the kind of buttons you press to get indoors. They just look so intense. Yeah, so I'm here waiting for the bus, and on the port, second bus to get to the city. Pretty excited. Beginning of the day, 6 in the morning. Good time to arrive in a place. Sun's up, warm, weather is nice. First impressions of just walking around is that it looks a lot like East Germany did. I mean, it's still like geographically is East Germany, but if you take the ferry to Rostock, I think it might surprise you is you're not really in the center of town. Certainly not. You have to take a couple of buses to get to the sort of outskirts suburbs here. And then from here, well, to take like a train, looks like, Google Maps. I have just got to say, I am loving just walking around Rostock right now. Love how different it is, you know? I think I always know this to be a fact, logically and from experience, that if you just travel, you're gonna experience different things, and your world's gonna expand, and you're gonna be sort of renewed in some way. Because, you know, you can get too much of that for too long, and then you get kind of jaded as well, but I think it happens when people get stuck in places, they don't travel enough, and then they think that everything is shit, and nothing can be any better. They know the whole world all sucks. So you gotta just get out there, man. Get out there and see more. There's a lot more to see. There's always more to see. Things are way more than you can ever imagine. You know, the world's a lot crazier in a good way. So much beautiful stuff, so much interesting stuff to discover. There's lots of a mixture of, you know, buildings from different periods, including a lot of old stuff. The kind of things that might be appealing to people generally. Like if you're coming from the US, you might want to see that mostly and take pictures of that. But I don't know. I think I was spending most of my time in Sweden and Denmark the past few years, and everything is very, I mean, there's a lot of well-maintained historical buildings there. It's just like normal at this point. And what I'm more fascinated by is all that kind of sort of, yeah, Soviet style stuff. Hey, this looks a lot, reminds me a lot of Augie. They have a place called the Slough where it's like a sort of go down this little hill, take the path a lot like this, along a little swamp like this. Yeah, it really reminds me of that. I guess that was good times. So glad I did this little excursion. Nice little vacation. I'm happy watching this. I'm glad I took some videos because it's a way to share these little solo adventures. Nice. You know, this is kind of blowing my mind right now. That says scan lines. All I can think of is the Danish and the Swedish back and forth. Velkommen ombord på Scandlines Helsingborg-Helsingør. Vi ønsker jer en dejlig rejse. I can't remember exactly, but like something like that. This is such a lively little beach town. I'm amazed by it. Truly. This is such cool music. I don't think I'm invited to this party. It looks, everyone's like dressed in suits. But I'm gonna check it out. Now I got a hoodie on and shit. I might still check it out. I'm definitely gonna walk close to it and see. I'm just gonna listen to it in a minute though. It sounds so good. I understand. Warnemende Woche. That means that the reason I just got that free beer and there's all this stuff happening is because it's a special week. I just happen to be here. A last minute decision to just stop by this little beach town. You know, it's kind of funny or fun to see this like Danish soft ice cream, this thing stand, because I look at the sign, there's nothing Danish about it. It's all local German beer, like local Rostock beer and so forth, and yeah, nothing on there is remotely Danish. Are you Danes familiar with this Danish thing going on in Germany? Ice cream? That's totally news to me. I didn't know you guys had anything to do with ice cream. Hi, so I want to give you a quick tour of my hostel room. I love staying in hostels. It's such a cheap way. It was like 27 euros. It's a lot of space to plug my stuff into the wall. Had a nice window at Aldi across the street. Or no, Lidl, sorry. Yeah, you got a locker here with the keys. You can put all your stuff in. It's perfect, 'cause I always travel with backpack and a shoulder bag. Have done that for many years, never check any bags. Saves a lot of hassle. Could also show you the front desk and everything around. And there's a cool beer garden attached, as well as a cafe that opens a little later, and you know, it's just simple shared bathrooms. One for men, one for women, and a kitchen and stuff. I could show you all that, but that would be more specific to this place. And I'm trying to just more mention this in general. When people think about hostels, they might not have a very clear image in mind. So, thought I would just share this with you. So, getting ready to check out now, about to leave and go on quite the journey. One thing I gotta say I think I did really right about this trip was that I had low expectations. I kept them low, you know. I was just happy to just get out and do something. These buildings here reminds me so much of movies. And imagining, you know, just how cool it is I can come here. You know, this was off limits to me when I was born, I think. Born in '88. When was the fall of the wall? I think it was '89 or something. It's such a reminder. If you never see the movie like Goodbye Lenin, really good. Gives you sort of feeling of that nostalgia for what it was like. You know, I really enjoy it. Just imagining living here under those times. Even if other movies like Lives of Others and stuff show the sort of really dark side of the Stasi secret police, you know, listening to everybody's conversations and everybody being paranoid and everything. That wasn't so cool. But fascinating nonetheless. Such a different system, a way of life, different opportunities and choices. Interesting stuff to me. Reminds me a lot of China. Seriously, so much. And there's that Chinese restaurant there that actually looked at the menu before. It's like authentic. It's good. That's just a coincidence, of course. But better than your typical. It's not too Westernified. Yeah, the architecture reminds me of it a lot. These sort of markets, the city building, East Germany here, planning of wide streets and you know these Art Deco tower blocks. So this is where you come out, and when you come out, there's really no signs. Where are you supposed to go? What are you supposed to do? Well, only thing you see anywhere is on the stairs. It says, you know, on the third floor is the cars, the fourth floor is the trucks, The 5th floor is the cafe, and then the 6th floor is the cabins. And you can just walk around for a long time, like I did when I got here in the middle of the night. Just because you're supposed to walk through this thing, and there's no way to know you're supposed to do that. There's no signs. The only sign you can see is finally after walking for a long time. Maybe you have good eyesight, so you can see from way back there, but you would never think to look there. Crazy, you know. Every single person who takes this walking, I'm sure, for the first time is just confused and like scared and lost. So I think, I was thinking, shit, I have to spend 6 hours on this overnight on open sea outside, is what I thought. It's all I could find for a long time is just these outdoor areas. I was like, this is gonna suck. But luckily, it was not that bad. I guess you can imagine my feeling of great relief when I finally found this. And a tip, if you're gonna take this ferry, get in quick, get in early, and find one of those corner spots. Anything along the window. Which I did not get this time either. But yeah, get in a nice corner to sleep in. Somewhere's that feeling of security and privacy, and like if somebody were to come and approach you and take your bags, they'd have to really make it kind of obvious. Not just sort of walking open and pick to sleep like that. Anyway, that's my sense of comfort anyway. I think most people clearly did have that same sense as well. Alright, I've decided to take the same spot as before. It worked out well. I slept right here on the ground. Yeah, it's been real. It's been very fun. So yeah, thanks for joining me on this little trip.